Ozzy Osbourne's funeral procession, a final tribute. The rock world is still in mourning over the loss of Ozzy Osbourne, the iconic Prince of Darkness, whose wild energy and groundbreaking music defined heavy metal for generations. And now, the details of his heartfelt farewell are out, promising a tribute that's as epic as his career. Imagine a procession winding through the streets where it all began, drawing fans from every corner. It's the kind of send-off that could make even the toughest headbanger shed a tear. But let's dive into the story that's got everyone talking. Ozzy passed away on July 22nd at the age of 76, leaving behind a legacy that's hard to put into words. His family shared a touching statement, saying, "It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time. Sharon, Jack, Kelly, Amy, and Louise." This moment hits home for many as it reminds us how quickly life can change, especially for someone who lived so publicly and passionately. Fast forward to his funeral plans. Ozzy will be laid to rest in a private ceremony in his hometown of Birmingham, England, on Wednesday, July 30th. But before that intimate gathering, there's a public funeral procession set to roll through the heart of the city, right past key spots from his early days. We're talking about the famous Black Sabbath bridge and bench, landmarks that have turned into makeshift shrines over the years, piled high with messages, flowers, and memorabilia from devoted fans. For those new to Ozzy's story, think of these places as the rock equivalent of a historical monument. They're where people go to connect with the raw power of his music and the band that started it all, symbolizing how he helped shape the heavy metal genre from the ground up. Adding to the emotion, Lord Mayor Zafar Iqbal commented that the city wanted to ensure a fitting, dignified tribute ahead of the private family event. He explained how meaningful this is for fans, saying, "We know how much this moment will mean to his admirers." It's a nod to Ozzy's deep roots in Birmingham and the way his influence spread far beyond, inspiring countless musicians and fans alike. To make it even more special, the local group Boston Brass will provide a musical escort during the procession, blending traditional sounds with the spirit of rock. And rumor has it that surviving members of Black Sabbath might be stepping in to play a part, which could bring an extra layer of authenticity to the whole affair. After all, they shared the stage with Ozzy for some of his most legendary moments. Fans who can't make it in person won't miss out, thanks to a live stream available through the Black Sabbath Bench website. The procession kicks off at 1 PM BST, that's 8 AM EST for those across the pond, giving everyone a chance to join in virtually and pay their respects from anywhere in the world. This setup is a great example of how technology helps bridge gaps in times of grief, allowing a global community to unite over shared memories. But here's where it gets controversial. Ozzy's death came just weeks after his emotional farewell show at the Back to the Beginning concert. He delivered a powerful 5-song solo set, followed by a rare reunion with the original Black Sabbath lineup, including Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward, for 4 more songs, their first time together since 2005. The event was a star-studded affair. Others could argue it feels too orchestrated or even commercializes what should be a personal loss. And this is the part most people miss. While these grand gestures honor his public persona, they might overshadow the quieter, more human side of Ozzy that his family knew best. In the aftermath, tributes poured in from fellow icons. Elton John, a close friend and collaborator, shared, "He was a dear friend and a huge trailblazer who secured his place in the pantheon of rock gods, a true legend. He was also one of the funniest people I've ever met. I will miss him dearly. To Sharon and the family, I send my condolences and love." Meanwhile, his Black Sabbath bandmates expressed their heartbreak individually and as a group. Tony Iommi wrote, "I just can't believe it. My dear, dear friend Ozzy has passed away only weeks after our show at Villa Park. It's just such heartbreaking news that I can't really find the words. There won't ever be another like him. Geezer, Bill, and myself have lost our brother. My thoughts go out to Sharon and all the Osbourne family. Rest in peace, Oz. Tony. These words paint a picture of the deep bonds formed through years of creating music that changed lives, offering a glimpse into the personal side of fame. Ozzy's impact stretched across decades, from his time with Black Sabbath to his wildly successful solo career, making him one of the most recognizable faces in hard rock. If you're curious, there are photo galleries out there that chronicle his journey year by year, from the early days in 1969 right up to 2025. Perfect for revisiting the evolution of a true icon. Now, let's stir the pot a bit. While this public procession seems like a fitting tribute to Ozzy's outsized personality, some might wonder if it's the right approach for honoring someone so private in their final moments. Could a more subdued farewell have captured his essence better? Or does this spectacle do justice to the man who lived life on his own terms? What do you think? Does this setup celebrate his legacy in the best way? Or is there a risk of turning grief into a show? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear whether you agree with the choices made or if you'd handle it differently.